beats him. Tip is up, won by the Lumberjacks, and we are underway here in Nacogdoches. Just like that. But so much riding on this one. Not only is the Lumberjacks trying to keep their hopes alive of being, a top 8 team to make the conference tournament. Well, they're trying to also protect home court, and let's just play some good basketball here in front of the home crowd. Here's Christmas with it over in the left corner. Back to Jenkins up top. Jenkins spinning, now back out. Krishan, top of the key three for him. Hits the front of the rim but won't fall. A good board inside, and we are underway. First possession up empty for the Lumberjacks. And the Islanders, they don't come up with a lot of those, Courtney. They shoot the ball very well, and it's because of passes and finds just like that one.
Yeah, absolutely. They are one of the top teams in the conference. I mean, they're high in assists. They look for open shooters. They will make that extra pass to take a good shot to make it a great shot. So they're one of the best teams in the country at finding open shooters and open opportunities as well.
Here's Gary Clark. We'll keep our eye on him as well. He's the leading scorer for the Islanders. A fading jumper at the buzzer off the second chance won't fall, but now a third chance here for Corpus Christi. We'll see, stops over in the right corner. Dishes it down low. Jiwa inside on the attack. Layup is good. You give him that many chances, Isaac Williams able to convert and get the first point of the game.
Man, a freshman that has just come on for them. He's just come in from Faith family and just put on a show coming in as a freshman for the Islanders.
Right up the road here in Texas. Now, about 2 hours from here. But nonetheless, a 2-point game. SFA failed to score here on the first 2 possessions. Williams with it. Back to his right to Deese. Deese going against Stone. They'll switch there down low. The big man, Jiwa, going up, blocked. Gets it back, tied up, and possession arrow will remain with the Islanders. Nana Antwi-Boasiako checking in now for SFA.
As you can tell it here early, it's been just a filling out process for both of these teams. I mean, like we said, coming into the game, you have one of the best field goal shooting teams in the country, and you have one of the best field goal defending teams in the conference in the Lumberjacks. So something has to give in this ball game.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. Here's Williams. Worked left and came back to his right. Outside Clark. His 3 ball is good. Gary Clark knocking it down, averaging just over 14 points a game.
And this is a guy to watch. He is coming into the game with a double-digit scoring streak, 31 games, straight games with that. So he's a high-level scorer for the Icelanders.
Going back to last season as well, 31 in a row, 10-plus points, a big deal. Jenkins missing the 3 there. Offensive board by Antwi-Boasiako. Thompson in the paint, spinning, going up with his left hand. Keon Thompson fouled. Sent him to the line for 2 free throws.
And Thompson is a guy that has to get going. He's the leading scorer on this team in conference play. And we talk about Matt Heyman, as you see the spin move there to the basket to get the foul. But you talk about Matt Heyman in that last-second shot, but they don't get there without the career-high scoring from Keon Thompson. 23 points, 5 assists in that ball game against New Orleans. So he's a high-level scorer that has to get going for these Lumberjacks to pull out a win here.
Thompson missed the first free throw. Islanders lead 5-0. Keon, pretty reliable free throw shooter for the Lumberjacks. 72%. Goes 1 for 2 on that visit. Four-point game. Over on the left side, a quick attack by Clark going against Christmas. Has the size mismatch and tries to go up and over him and does just that. The size of the SFA guard is going to be challenged here, especially by Gary Clark.
Yeah, absolutely. As you've seen here, he hit an open 3 earlier and then is able to get to the rim with power. So he's a 3-level scorer for these Islanders.
Heyman to Antwi-Boasiako. He'll pull the left corner 3. It's missed. Good box out by Stephen Jiwa. Right side with it now, Cease. Almost having to find somebody last second and able to do so. The pass, the ball's tipped away by Miles Jenkins. Quick give and go. Christmas will attack the baseline. Skips it inside. Thompson, a great dish and a great cut by Keon Thompson to get the layup and good.
Just a great drive baseline by Christmas and keeping his eyes up, and great cut to the basket by Thompson as well, finding that open opportunity.
Here the Islanders are on the attack again. Courtney, a pretty moderately paced. They don't mind playing slow. They don't mind playing fast. They prefer to pick it up and get a lot of shots off because they tend to get a lot of attempts just like that. Steven Gowa.
I mean, when he's that deep in the paint, it's going to be easy for him to score. So that's going to be a key for the Lumberjacks to keep him out of the deep paint area to take away those easy opportunities.
Jenkins down low to Antwi-Boasiako. He'll go up with the baby hook, and it will fall in for him. 9-5 your score here in the first half.
Both big guys trading baby hooks, turning back to the middle of the paint.
Here's Williams working with Clark. Clark and Christmas, that matchup is Clark's liked it so far in this first half for sure. Ball tipped out of bounds, and we will have a break. The score 9-5. Islanders leading over the Lumberjacks. We'll be right back from Nacogdoches in a moment here on ESPN+.
From the bayou to the beaches to the border, college basketball is back.
When I said I wanted more, I meant more.
Life is more fun with a pal. So is pizza. Now with Donato's new $5 Pizza Pals menu, order a large pizza and add on your choice from lots of your Donato's favorites for just $5. The new $5 Pizza Pals menu. More toppings, more flavor, more fun. Donato's. Gotta love more.
NHL on ESPN Plus is back. Enjoy 1,000+ out-of-market games and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus.
PGA Tour Live on ESPN Plus.
It's a full season, and it's all here on ESPN Plus. I just can't get enough.
The best of college basketball every Saturday on ESPN.
This is an ESPN Sonic blockbuster. Whoa!
This is star power from the jump. The best of college basketball every Saturday on ESPN.
NHL on ESPN Plus is back. Enjoy 1,000+ out-of-market games, exclusive matchups, marquee NHL events, and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus.
Welcome back, 9-5. Your score here in the first half. Texas A&M Corpus Christi leading Coach Jim Shaw there for the Islanders, second year as head coach, fourth year on staff, and last year in his first year as head coach, he was a finalist for the Joe B. Hall Award for rookie coach, first year coach. You also see Coach Tony Josic, the interim head coach for SFA, and his accolades. He's 2-2 in his coaching record. So see how these two match up, and the Islanders looking to continue to push to keep a high seed in conference. SFA trying to simply get into that conference tournament at the moment. Islanders with the basketball. Owen Deese pulls the shot from the right corner, missed, but an offensive board again for the Islanders, and so far 4 offensive rebounds to start the game. Just checking in is Shiloh Jackson for the Islanders. He's posting up against Heyman down low. Nothing happening, though. Clock down to 6, blocked by Antwi-Boasiako. Offensive board, though, the third chance. Leo Torbor able to get to go.
And I'll tell you what, these second chance opportunities are going to be huge for the Icelanders, especially coming in here to the Sawmill, where the Lumberjacks are one of the top teams in the Southland Conference in rebounding. So that's a key area in this ball game to watch moving forward.
Heyman will pull from the right wing. That's missed. Heyman, no stranger now to being on top plays on SportsCenter. Now with 2 of them, but that one that against New Orleans was just insane. You kind of look at his reaction after he made the shot, too. It's almost a shock.
And that was just an amazing. That was probably one of the best offensive outputs, especially in overtime for this team. They were just lights out in that overtime, and it led to that miracle shot by Matt Heyman.
An unsung hero from it, too, Thierno Cilia.
Absolutely, getting him to overtime. What a shot there.
Antwi-Boasiako knocking down the top of the key 3 for Stephen F. Austin. Cilia in that game had 6 points, but they came all with either 2 minutes left in regulation or later.
And Nana, a guy in the previous matchup with Corpus Christi, he had 13 points in that game, the leading scorer for these Lumberjacks in that first matchup.
Pangona stepped out of bounds after getting the defensive board. He was kind of falling backwards doing so. So possession will go back to the Islanders. Checking in for Corpus Christi, Demarion Dennis now.
And you see the subbing here. This team, the Islanders, they lead in bench points, 8th in the nation. So they put in guys and they produce at a high level off the bench.
I mean, they do play a ton of guys, too. 11 guys checked in the last game and had some minutes against Texas A&M. Down low. Shots up, no good from Jackson.
It's a great contested rim by Nana.
Antwi-Boasiako looking back door, finding Pangonis. The inverted layup for Dominic Pangonis is good.
Just a great cut by Pangonis. He's a guy who was another spark plug in that game against New Orleans as well. And so it's a few guys on this team that need to get going.
Islanders trying to attack the basket. They came up empty. Defensive board, Antwi-Boasiako on the break. Pangonis from the right block. Great take and one. Foul picked up by Demarion Dennis.
And I'll tell you what, he was under control right there. You see him attacking the basket, going straight into the chest of the defender and reaching in, and that's an easy call for the referee to make. Just a great drive and transition by Pangonis.
Yeah, Dennis got him on the arm going up. Charlotte Jackson out. Pangonis to the line for one free throw. At 1 point, A&M Corpus Christi led by 6. That was 4 minutes of game time ago, but now Stephen F. Austin has taken their first lead. Here's Torbor working the offense for the Islanders. Down low on the block. Going up is Gary Clark. Clark fouled. Lamar don't like it. But Gary Clark already with 7 points. Has a chance to make it 9 after these 2 free throws. And
as you see it here. You see it a little. You see it a little. Yeah, absolutely. That's one where you got to keep your verticality in that situation. You're in the right position. If he makes it over the top of you, just tip your cap and go back on offense. But just take away that opportunity at the line for him.
Clark, a 63% free throw shooter.
I mean, and you see why he is on that streak that he's on. I mean, he's filling it up here early, especially in this ball game. We barely got into the ball game, so just a high-level score for that squad. Squad.
Just over 7 minutes into this one. He's already at 9 points, one away from making that streak 32 games. Thompson nearly has his pocket picked near half court, and the deflection from the Islanders takes it out of bounds. 16 on the shot clock. But the defense is solid, and it's pressuring as soon as you're across half, really not giving you much of an inch.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Islanders did a great job in the first matchup of holding Stephen F. Austin under 50 points, 48 points. And so that's probably one of their worst offensive outputs of the year for the Lumberjacks. So a little redemption they're trying to get back into this game, into this one.
Thompson off the drive. A lot of contact defensively. He lost it off his leg, though. Possession will remain with Texas A&M Corpus Christi.
Just great job moving your feet right there, staying in front of the ball handler and taking the contact and dribbling it off his foot.
Excellent defense there from Leo Torbor. Now Thompson going to try to return the same kind of intensity right back to him defensively. Torbor to his right. Clark has it. Clark to Uwa. Uwa on the block, going up, 2 around him, and still able to convert. Man, what a finish for his first basket of the game.
Absolutely, just going through the contact of high hands by the Lumberjacks and finishing through it.
High pick and roll for the Lumberjacks. Thompson working through traffic, and he's fouled. Torbor slapping the arm of Keon Thompson. Then Thompson to the line for 2. Thompson with 3 points in this one.
I mean, he's one of the best in the conference at navigating that paint area and getting in there and just being calm, under control, and trying to find an opportunity to score or dump it off to one of his teammates.
Thompson's first free throw good, a chance to tie it on the next. Isaac Williams in, and Thierno Cilia checking in here for Stephen F. Austin. 7'2", transfer from UCF. Thompson makes them both. We're back knotted up, 15 apiece. Islanders losing it. I was going to say SFA last touched it. We have a break happening here at the Coliseum, 15 apiece. Here with 11:51 to go in the first half. We'll be right back in a moment on ESPN Plus.
All right, fans, I'd like to welcome Tyson here for the Lockwood Show. So Tyson, you got a chance to
From the bayou to the beaches to the border, college basketball is back in the Southland. Now, 24 teams from 12 schools will vie for greatness. And come March, the ultimate chance to be the NCAA's next David versus Goliath. Tune in to Southland Hoops, the drive to win.
A Jersey Mike's sub bowl is any sub in a bowl without the bread. And this is not my real family.
What did you do with our uncle?
Oh, don't worry about that. Can I crash here tonight? Your favorite sub, hot or cold in a bowl. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
I have always enjoyed an active lifestyle, but the pain in my knees wore me down. The pain I experienced made it difficult to stand for even more than 5 minutes at a time. I was so tired of telling my grandsons, I can't play now, Nana's knees hurt. Then I had both knees replaced at Memorial, and now I'm back doing what I love, making pasta with my husband, hiking, and spending time with my grandkids. Next stop, Yellowstone. This is my life without joint pain.
Credit Union One offers everything you need to get the most out of your accounts every day. With digital banking, you can pay bills online, set up personalized budgeting tools, easily transfer money between accounts, and more. Plus, you can get paid up to 2 days sooner when you set up direct deposit. Get started at cu1.com.
Welcome back here, 15-all. Knotted up here in Nacogdoches. Possession will be with the Islanders for a corner inbounds. Coming from Jordan Roberts, who just checked in. So Roberts inbound there in the corner. Trying to make it in and deflected last by Keith Lamar.
Man, in that deep corners is one of the toughest spots to inbound the basketball.
SFA very good at defending the inbounds and making it hard for teams to get the ball in. Williams from 1 foot, Ballerina. SFA pleading for the travel, a 3-ball instead, the opposite of a turnover there, 3-ball for Demarion Dennis.
Man, Dennis, another from freshman to freshman, and knocking that one down. Great job by Williams keeping that foot down. Almost was a travel.
Great driving kick by Thompson, finding Pangonis and hitting him right in the shot pocket as well. Excellent look there. Pangonis knocking it down.
And like you said, can't get no better than that. As a shooter, you love it to catch it and release it as quick as you can. And Pangonis, great pass, driving kick to Pangonis and knocking it down.
So here's Roberts with the dribble handoff. Now Dennis on the floater. Off the back of the rim and bounces back to Thierno Cilia. Lamar, hesitation. Trying to go up from the baseline. That's good. Keith Lamar.
Great job by Lamar making a quick decision, attacking baseline. Seeing the big defender down there, but jumping off 2 feet and shooting the floater straight over the top.
And being in control while doing all of it. Williams, a reverse layup for him. No good, ball on the floor. Now in the hands of Heyman to Pangonis to his right. To outside with Lamar at the free throw line, looking for a backdoor bounce pass. Got it deflected by Dennis. Dennis now on the break against Lamar. Gathering, going up. No foul. Pangonis defensive board. On the break from the Lumberjacks. Matt Heyman, dunk time. Slamming it home, Matt Heyman. And a timeout taken by the Islanders. 10:15 to go here in the first half. We'll stay here, 22-18. You see it. Dunk time finish here for Heyman. That shot a little bit closer than the one he made on Monday.
Absolutely.
And just a little less exciting, but not far off.
Hey, I mean, when you get the crowd into it, I think it's pretty exciting. But overall, I think the defense of the Lumberjacks is leading to offense right now. It is giving them confidence when you have great defense that like they're showing here early. in this ball game, especially up to this 10-15 mark. I mean, it's keeping them in the ball game. It's allowing them to have some momentum going onto the offensive side of the ball.
Let's take a look here at Texas A&M Corpus Christi at a glance. A little bit of background on, obviously from Corpus Christi, Texas, but you know, Coach Shaw and the guys are. It's a strong year coming off of what was a pretty good season last year. Now this year, really just, you know, second in the Southland last year, 21-12. They've been an SLC tournament champion 3 times, 3 NCAA appearances. Last one being back-to-back appearances, 21-22 and then 22-23 as well. The Islanders will work and try to contain this run for the Lumberjacks here with 22 points through 10 minutes. Torbor picking it up. Now getting it back from Jiwa. Inside, one power move. That's Clark on the block, blocked by Celia. Recovered by the Islanders. 3-ball again. Deese rattles, no fall. Pangonis hustling to the board. You just see the hustle and the energy defensively. There's an attention right now going after defensive boards.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like you said, they're going after those defensive boards. They're contesting shots, and they're doing a great job on defense so far.
Heyman from the right wing pulls up just outside the elbow, left it a little bit to be desired. On the break come the Islanders quickly. Parker in transition. Offensive foul. Charge is called. Keith Lamar taking the charge.
I'll tell you what, this is impressive so far. They're doing all the little things. They're going after the loose balls, and they're stepping in there and taking charges in transition. These are the small things that the Lumberjacks have to do to be in these games and have an opportunity to win.
You see there Lamar squaring up, taking the charge squarely. Celia heading down the court to inbound, and Heyman takes a little bit of a break. And Kashawn Christmas comes back in for the Jacks.
And I'll tell you what, the main thing right now is the Lumberjacks are so far taking good care of the basketball so far in this ball game and limiting their turnovers. That was something that you spoke with Coach Josic about, is limiting those turnovers. I think that's a big thing. That's allowing them to have good opportunities at great shots and also having a lead right now.
There's some conversation happening at the scores tab. I'm not sure what all the conversation entailed, but yes, you know, his theory is we got to get more shots up, make more shots, and you can make more shots when you take care of the ball better and have the ball to take those shots.
I mean, both teams keeping it low with 2 turnovers apiece.
Really well played game so far. Christmas on the outside. He's trapped looking for something. He'll find Keith Lamar. Lamar back door to Thompson. Thompson inside to Lamar. That's an excellent cut inside. Keith Lamar finishing with the left hand.
Great cut and just great find by Thompson. Seeing the big guy had to step over and take him from that pass, and great cut down the middle by Lamar and laying it in for 2.
Here's ball getting worked around the perimeter. 3-ball missed by Isaac Williams. Thompson has to switch on to him. He's looking from that left block. He's a great facilitator. This time chooses to give it himself, though, the chance, and misses that one inside. And then Celia going for the hustle offensive board, commits the foul. And I like that. You're on the floor, you're hustling. You just stay down there until somebody gets down there and help him up. And Christmas there in a hurry.
Absolutely. You see Thompson trying to back his defender down and get an easy opportunity just off the rim. And you see Celia, they're going after the ball, him and Williams.
I mean, when you're 7'2", though, you're down there on the ground. You know, it's a lot of effort to get back up.
Yeah, I have to agree.
It's a 6-point game, 24-18. Williams attacking to the left, skipping up top, finding Dennis, the 3. Oh, man. Tried to wish that one in, but wouldn't fall.
And he's had 2 of those that just in and out. Great opportunities for the Islanders.
Keenan Emanuel in now for the Lumberjacks as well. Lamar on the right wing, spinning. Great contest. Leo Torbor with great defense, but an offensive rebound by the Lumberjacks. Shot clock won't reset, down to 8. Celia, that's the spot where he tied up the game in the second half of New Orleans game, but missing that 3 there. Emanuel spinning in the paint, floating one up.
What
good.
A shot.
Keenan Emanuel.
Emanuel under control, like he said, spinning. back to the middle and just taking the short jump over the top. And that was off of Lamar tapping that ball off the rebound to Celia and getting another opportunity at a bucket.
Another little spin here, this time on the opposite side. Isaac Williams can't get that jumper to go. It's an 8-point lead for the Lumberjacks. Celia to Pangonis. Trying to drive through, does work his way into the paint. And a timeout taken. It's a 10-point lead for SFA. Largest lead of the game for the Jacks. We'll be back in a moment from William R. Johnson in a moment right here on ESPN+.
Four Nations Face Off begins Thursday on ESPN and ABC.
This is an ESPN Sonic blockbuster.
This is star power from the jump. The best of college basketball every Saturday on ESPN.
Drake is duplexing.
He is as good as anybody in the world.
Sean Strickland.
It's about as difficult a matchup the champion could face.
Four nations facing off.
For what?
For friend.
And foe.
For teammates.
Turned rivals. For the frozen ponds of Sweden.
And Scottsdale.
For still believing in miracles. Lejonhall. For Tre Kronor.
For the Maple Leafs.
For the entire world to see.
Four nations facing off.
Boys in the better life.
PGA Tour Live on ESPN+. I just can't get enough of the fans.
I can't get enough of the noise.
The energy, the sheer excitement. It's a full season, and it's all here on ESPN+. I just can't get enough.
It's League One volleyball. 6 teams, 6 cities, set it off.
Atlanta, Austin, Houston, Madison, Omaha, Salt Lake.
Exclusively on ESPN and ESPN+.
PGA Tour Live on ESPN+.
The best of college basketball every Saturday on ESPN.
Back here, 28-18. You see Dominic Pangonis off the bench having a strong impact here for the Jacks. He's, knocking shots down, attacking the basket. It's an aggressive SFA squad, and they are really doing a good job putting a number on the Islanders. Courtney, you pointed out some stats you were looking at there at the break.
Well, one of the more impressive stats we talked about is the Islanders are one of the top teams in the country in field goal percentage. The Lumberjacks doing a great job of holding them under 30% from the field, 29.2%, and the Lumberjacks are shooting 55%, and that is showing with the 10-point lead now for SFA.
Deese with it, cross-court pass. One time gets reversed up. Williams going up against Celia, able to finish. Good finish there from Isaac Williams. His first basket of the game.
I like the no call. Just great job by Williams finishing through contact at the rim.
Pangonis losing it in transition. It's an 8-point game, and oh wow!
What a block! Oh, but they called the foul on it.
Krishan Christmas just got up to swat it, but called for the foul. The fans here at William R. Johnson going to have to be sold on that here with the replay. Tough to see from there. It was an athletic move, but nonetheless at the line for 2 free throws, Shiloh Jackson. Jackson, a 68% free throw shooter. Misses that one. Second one will fall. Emmanuel over half court. Christmas now with it inside, going up, and then he's fouled. We'll get Jackson for it.
You can tell here early the referees are rewarding guys for getting downhill, getting downhill and putting a shot up at the rim. And, I mean, you're getting those calls. There's a great slip by Christmas, passing it back to him off the screen and having an opportunity at an open lane to get it to the free throw line.
Kashawn Christmas trying to get that percentage up into the 60s right now. 59% shooter as a whole, SFA. 61% at the free throw line as Keon Thompson back in the game. 7-point lead for the Lumberjacks. Christmas making the second. 1 of 2 on that visit, back to an 8-point game. So Islanders walk things up. Crossover here from Owen Deese. Gets in the paint, floats one up with his right hand. No good, ball loose. Inside, second chance won't fall for Gary Clark. Back with Thompson now. Thompson going up, contested everywhere, missing. Outside to Christmas, to his right, Lamar. 3-ball, up, no good. Both teams aggressive in attacking the boards. Christmas trying to take the charge.
It's a great block.
The block came in backside by Celia. Cross-court pass, Lamar splitting through. That's going to be a block. They're going to say he shuffled over the last second.
And he didn't take that contact full on. He kind of turned his body a little bit, which is a good inclination of a block.
Back in a hurry. I mean, transition pace. Yeah. Coach Johnson alluded to it as well. We talked to him in the women's game at halftime before this one, and just simply put, he's willing to play some smaller lineups. He's willing to play quicker and willing to try to get more shots up. And there's been some success here for the Lumberjacks so far.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I mean, overall, just this faster pace is putting a lot of pressure on the Islanders here early in this game, and it's forcing them to take quicker shots on offense. Great play there, great, even better block.
Yeah, great defensive recovery there from Jaden Walker. Inside with the major finish, Shiloh Jackson. And then the turnover by SFA right back after, and that's a huge play on that one inside. Looky here.
Just a great finish at the rim, strong finish.
Over Keon Thompson. And then just a mental lapse there on the inbounds. 29-13.
They're just trying to get the ball in quick, but when you're moving too fast, I mean, those mistakes can happen.
Ball tried to be thrown off the leg of Heyman from Demarion Dennis, but instead SFA has it now on the break. Antwi-Boasiako just checked in. A cold started three-pointer for Nana Antwi-Boasiako.
I'll tell you what, he's confident in shooting, and he's done a great job of making them here in the first half. The big fella knocking it down.
Clark on the attack. That's a strong take by him. He is on a mission. He's got one focus when he's attacking the basket like that, and he's trying to get to the rim.
Absolutely. I mean, he's been the most consistent offense for the Islanders early in his games. I mean, in the game so far, he does a great job of, like you said, getting downhill, getting to the rim, and finding a way to maneuver and try to finish or get to the free throw line.
So Clark, 63% free throw shooter, averaging almost 15 a game, and points-wise, and almost 8 a game rebounding. He makes that free throw to take him to 10 points, and his streak now continues now at 32 consecutive games with 10 or more points.
It's just impressive. I mean, he leads the country in that streak as well.
Defensive board pulled in by Miles Jenkins. It's basically a tie ball, so off some good effort at the last second from Shiloh Jackson.
Just great effort by both guys, especially going after that rebound.
It's been a fun first half to see both teams really aggressive, really hustling after.
Absolutely. I mean, this is just a high-level game so far, especially on the defensive side. I mean, whoever's been able to get those defensive stops has been able to have opportunities on the offensive side.
Antwi-Boasiako to his right to Heyman. Now Jenkins with it on the opposite side of the court. Looking to feed down low. Great hands from Jackson.
That's just great post defense by Jackson.
Jackson now pressured, not much space. That's been the theme of the game. Heyman to steal. The transition layup, finger roll, no good. Gathers again, goes up in front of the rim and will make it fall.
Great job by Hammond kind of sticking with it and getting that second chance opportunity and putting it in transition. He is one of the best guys at getting steals in the Southland Conference.
Oh, then a hand reach going to be called. I guess a hand got a body of Rightford. Matt Heyman picks up his first personal foul. 5th team foul against the Lumberjacks with 4:02 to go here in the first half.
Whew, that's a tough one. I mean, especially it looked clean unless it was a small grab or such that we didn't see on that one. But that's a tough one to take it. But you just have to line it up back on defense and continue to get that stop. And for Texas A&M Corpus Christi, they have to continue to move that basketball and find those opportunities. I think their best opportunities right now have been getting downhill, making an extra pass and allowing to have open lanes to get downhill and have opportunities at the rim.
When Giwa and Clark are both able to attack aggressively, they've been a very effective offense. Under 4 to play here in the first half. Williams on top, right for 3 ball from the lefty. Hits the right of the rim and bounces left. And then Heyman picks up his second foul. We've got a timeout happening here. 34-24, 10-point game. Stephen F. Austin ahead. We'll be back in a moment right here on ESPN+.
If you're looking for the right school, look beyond the numbers. You'll find a university that's ready to welcome you with open arms. You'll find SFA.
Opportunity is always in bloom.
You'll get to perform research alongside faculty members.
And we never miss a chance to show off our lumberjack spirit!
SFA is committed to providing truly transformational experiences. Oh, and one more thing. Axe 'em, Jacks.
In my Louisiana, sunrise means fresh seafood on the table.
In my Louisiana, every meal is a celebration.
My Louisiana really makes me wonder.
Ours is fast!
With real-life swamp creatures.
In my Louisiana, music is a way of life.
My Louisiana is sheer magic, from sun up to sundown.
Till sunup again. What will your Louisiana be?
When you find your Louisiana, you feed your soul.
Welcome to Casati Pines at Coshada, nestled in the natural wetlands of southwest Louisiana on 65 acres of Looking Glass Lakes, surrounded by stately pines and live oaks. It's an experience unlike any other. A challenging 18-hole par 72 6-7 19th tiebreaker hole, ranked the 18th best golf course in the USA by Golf Advisor. Casati Pines at Coshada in Kinder, Louisiana, Louisiana's best bet.
Welcome back, 34-24. The Islanders basketball inbounding on the baseline here from Nacogdoches. Here in Deep East, Texas. Chris Simmons, Courtney Garcia on the call with you. Saturday evening of Southland men's basketball coming up. This first half has been a treat. Ball nearly stolen by the Lumberjacks. They will come up with it. Thompson to his left in the paint. Up and under move. Left hand finish off the glass. Just decided to fall out. Thompson gets it back though. Now he'll pull a 3 instead. Left it short. Giwa able to save it from going out of bounds, but throws it right back to SFA.
And that's one I think I would possibly let go, but going after that save, trying to get out of transition. But right back to the Lumberjacks.
Pangona's the pull-up jumper, leaving that one just a touch short. Antwi-Boasiako. Foul called on number 10, Isaac Williams. And you see here, Pangona's jumper left it short, and then Williams running underneath him there to pull him on down. 1-and-1 opportunity coming up here for Antwi-Boasiako.
And you got a little effort, especially from Nana. He is one of the best rebounders on this team and in the Southland Conference, so it does not surprise me that he's high above most people in getting that rebound.
61% of the line for him. The first front end of the 1-and-1 is good.
And this team is shooting over 70% from the free throw line. That is key for these Lumberjacks. I mean, they're going to have to convert at the free throw line to have an opportunity to keep this lead.
Lead by 11. Mana gets them both to go. SFA shooting almost 45% from the field. The Islanders shooting 30% right now. It's one of the more surprising numbers here early part of this game. Williams. Now Chagiwa. On the attack. Left hand, no good. Gets his own board somehow. That's a man.
I'll tell you what.
Down there, and he finally gets the basket to go. Stephen Giwa.
A strong drive, a strong attempt, a strong rebound, and a strong putback. I mean, that was a mouthful for me, but that's basically what it was. It's a strong overall showing right there by him on that possession.
Thompson not using the initial screen from Antwi-Boasiako. He finds Jenkins underneath inside, and Courtney, the attack in the lane and then finding a cutter moving into the lane has been critical for SFA so far.
And that's a staple of the offense. That's just playing basketball. That's just being aware of where you are on the floor and making the right decision to cut to the basket, and also make the right decision to drive to the basket as well and make the right pass.
Jenkins swatting the pass, ends up in the hands of Thompson on the break. Keon Thompson smartly using the rim as protection, going up against DN Rightford and able to put it in.
And we always talk about that, especially you have long arms and athletic guys in college basketball. I mean, using that rim as an extra protection to lay it in is always is key for smaller guards.
14-point lead for the Lumberjacks. Williams trying to step into that a bit. Can't get the shot to go. Left side of the court, Thompson double teamed and has it stolen away. Giwa on the break. Thompson able to play in pretty physical inside. Going up is Rightford against Antwi-Boasiako, no good. That one deflected, and SFA comes up with it. Wow, three chances for the Islanders, but nothing.
Yeah, and that was a great backdoor by Williams, opportunity, but just tipped away by the Lumberjacks.
SFA will take a timeout here with 1:04 to go in this first half. We'll stay here through the break. And Courtney, we take a look at some Southland Conference rankings for these two teams and how they came in. It's what we're seeing right now is A&M Corpus Christi number 3 in the conference. Stephen F. Austin at the 10th spot. Well, Stephen F. Austin, everything to play for right now. They're trying to. They have a pivotal matchup on Monday night against UTRGV right here at William R. Johnson. So if Stephen F. Austin's able to pull off a win like this and knock off somebody towards the top of the conference, that's going to help their chances of being able to pull off a big win and get into the Southland Conference tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're showing it here early. They're putting a lot of pressure on Texas A&M Corpus Christi. I mean, Texas A&M Corpus Christi coming into this game as one of the better offenses in the Southland Conference, but just the pressure of the Lumberjacks is just speeding up their clock. They're just speeding up their clock. When you're able to speed up a shooter's clock, that's when you get them out of rhythm. And so that's what they're doing. I mean, if you're Texas A&M Corpus Christi, you have to be able to slow your clock down somehow, some way on offense or getting defensive stops and slowing that clock down to have some opportunities to capitalize.
Here's Thompson working pick and roll with Antwi-Boasiako. 3-ball looks good, is good for Nana.
He's just in rhythm. I mean, you can just tell the mechanics are very key, and he is making sure that he has good mechanics and he's able to knock those outside shots down here in this ball game so far.
Here's Dennis working to his left now with Parker. Parker to Clark, no good on the shot. SFA can keep it for one shot here. Is basically no time difference between shot clock, game clock. Keon working to the right, clock down to 3. Jenkins, now Christmas has to pull. 3-ball won't fall at the buzzer, but going into the halftime, 43-26 in favor of the SFA Lumberjacks over the Texas A&M Corpus Christi Islanders. That's one of the better halves of basketball side. He's got 3 out of the 4 threes made by SFA, and we're ready for the second half now. Right here on ESPN Plus. Islanders got to cut into this deficit and get into it pretty quick. Here's Williams with it. On the attack, right forward inside, has it stripped away. Thompson. Underhand pass to Christmas, layup in transition, no good. Clark pulls it down.
Just a great contest by Williams at the rim, especially on Christmas.
Clark got the defensive board and gets the offensive basket on the other side of things.
Man, he's tough to stop downhill.
And then a foul committed, and nearly a careless turnover there for the Lumberjacks. Foul called against Isaac Williams. SFA finished that first half on a 14-3 run.
I mean, just getting downhill, and I think one of the big things, just you see Nana just throwing the ball in and Christmas not seeing it and taking a little punishment on that one.
Yeah.
But
that's like a receiver going across the middle of the field.
Right, yeah, absolutely. And I think the big thing for the Islanders is keeping the ball in front. I mean, SFA got downhill a lot in that first half.
And a stoppage here on the sideline. We get the shot clock to be reset. See Coach Jim Shaw there for a moment. This place has had a very reputation of being a very tough place to play.
Right. I mean, I think it's just how it's made. I mean, it's compact. I mean, you hear the, even though it does look like a lot of fans are here sometimes, you hear them. You hear them we hear every single one in this building. So definitely a tough place to play here in the Southland Conference.
But you know, when you have that reputation and you lose it, you got to earn it back.
Right.
And these
absolutely.
are the kinds of wins that can do that. Christmas going up.
Great attack baseline.
Wow, way to go up against Antwi-Boasiako.
Man, just slipping by his defender, driving baseline and finishing at the rim strong for Christmas.
Parker to his right with Williams. Williams hesitating, now kicking outside. Good Euro step inside. Owen Deese is fouled.
And that's a great drive. I think both of these squads, I mean, when they've been able to have driving lanes and get downhill and get shots up on the rim, that's when both of these teams have been at their best. But Corpus Christi, that was a great drive right there.
Yeah, it was. Ballerina light. I
mean,
just
absolutely.
Kind of
light on his feet.
Floating. Deese now at the line for 2.
But for A&M Corpus Christi, it's not this side. It's not this end. It is on the defensive end. Like I said earlier, they held the Lumberjacks to 48 points in that first matchup. But, I mean, SFA is doing a great job, a better job in this ball game against them, capitalizing and executing on the offensive end.
Deese at .897 free throw percent. He is just a hair away from 90%, and one of the few in the country with the free throw percentage that high. .35 to go. Thompson working left side. Ball stolen on the break. Giwa, but recovered though by the Islanders. Parker to Clark, good.
Man, Clark has been one of the better players in this game at finishing. I mean, he's one of the best at finishing through that contact, that initial contact at the rim.
Thompson to Jenkins over on the left. Grip through move, shot clock down to 10. Keon then fouled as he tries to split defenders. Trying to split between Cam Parker and Isaac Williams.
I mean, just patient. As you see here, ripping through, just being patient, keeping the defender on his back. And I mean, once you're on his back and you open up that lane, I mean, it's hard to stay in front of Thompson. And like some old coaches would say, I mean, open up the gate. You open that gate up, I mean, it's tough to stay in front. You want to stay in front. When you open up the gate, I mean, bad things happen.
Heyman hesitating here. Just outside the left elbow. Double team. Has it tipped away from him. Now he kicks out to Jenkins, who will pull the 3. Hits the rim, but won't go down.
Great look by Jenkins, not able to knock it down.
Williams to his left now. Clark spinning, going up. No good. Gets the on board. Inside will finish Gary Clark.
Man, even when he's a bit out of control in that first attempt, just sticking with it and having a chance and converting that second chance opportunity.
16 points for him. Heyman to Christmas outside now Jenkins. SFA scoreless the last couple possessions here. The clock gets down to 10 and a turnover there. Pass intended for Thompson, but stolen.
Great job by Parker fronting the cutter and getting that steal.
Cross-court pass. Clark 3. High bounce off the rim and then a shove going for the board. Just very obvious there for inside.
Yeah, and Christmas tried to take it back, but that one was already a bit extended, and he just got to go. He just had to go through with it.
There's no one doing what's already been done. Yeah, you see, he had his eyes up and everything, but yeah, he does commit the foul. Pangonis in the game as well as Keith Lamar now for SFA.
And Texas A&M Corpus Christi is doing a better job of controlling the tempo of this game. I mean, slowing this tempo down to where they can capitalize on offense and on defense as well. They're slowing down that transition and that fast pace of offense that the Lumberjacks had in that first half.
Williams attacking the paint. Kicking over to his right. Parker with it. Shot clock down to 6, splitting up and under. Wow,
that's
what a
great
move.
Drive.
Somehow Isaac Williams had the English just right off the glass to make it fall. 9-point game back to single digits. Heyman trying to work here in the paint. Outside, Antwi-Boasiako. He's feeling great from outside. Now 4 of 5 for Nana.
He's been automatic from the outside, the big fella. I mean, you saw him a few possessions before, kind of clapping for his teammates. I'm open. Give me the ball. I'm hot. So great job finding him, finding the hot hand in Nana, and being able to knock it down.
Here the Islanders are. Deese kicking it out. Shot clock down to 3. Gonna have to force a shot up. Double team coming here. 3 ball. Air ball.
That's a great trap.
And that's awareness here. We have a timeout happening here in the second half. SFA leading by 12, 48-36. We'll be right back here on ESPN Plus.
Credit Union One Free Checking has everything you need to bank on the go. Make deposits and more with our highly rated mobile app. And get your direct deposit up to 2 days sooner with CU1 Early Pay. Open your account in minutes at creditunion1.org.
Does our mascot look like Danny DeVito to you?
That doesn't matter. This is a commercial for Jersey Mike's, where the subs matter most. Yeah! Ooh. Focus on the subs. Where the subs matter most. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
In my Louisiana, sunrise means fresh seafood on the table.
In my Louisiana, every meal is a celebration.
My Louisiana really makes me wonder.
Ours is fast!
With real-life swamp creatures!
In my Louisiana, music is a way of life.
My Louisiana is sheer magic, from sun up to sundown.
Till sunup again. What will your Louisiana be?
When you find your Louisiana, you feed your soul.
From the bayou, to the beaches, to the border, college basketball is back in the Southland. Now, 24 teams from 12 schools will vie for greatness. And come March, the ultimate chance to be the NCAA's next David versus Goliath. Tune in to Southland Hoops, the drive to win.
Welcome back here, 48-36 TNF Austin, up by 12 on the Islanders of Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Points in the paint, tied up here, 24 apiece for both teams. Part of the difference here, second chance points for the Islanders. They lead 13-7 in that, but SFA leading in fast break points, 13-6.
I mean, and Islanders doing a great job of doing what they do best and shooting the basketball at a high clip and at an efficient clip. I mean, they're 60% from the field in the second half.
Turnover here for the Lumberjacks. That's 9 for the game. Gary Clark trying to get it all. He's defended well. The second chance put up by Stephen Giwa. Keith Lamar picks up his second.
And not only shooting, I think the big thing for the Islanders in this second half is just attacking the rim. I mean, they've done a great job of turning the Lumberjacks over and getting to the rim and having opportunities at the free throw line like they have right now.
Giwa, I'm looking at the scoreboard, see he only has 4 points, but man, his impact has been felt much more than that. Almost a catapult-like launch on this free throw, too.
But a soft touch with it. I mean,
works out for him. The second, it's good too. Now has 6, 10-point game. Thompson left wing, Antwi-Boasiako. Now Lamar. Going against Giwa on the other side, trying to flip one up right hand, left side. Can't get that to fall. Here comes Williams. Now Deese guarded by Heyman. Good show by Antwi-Boasiako defensively. Uppercut off the baseline. Inside, what a find.
Great pass.
Wow. Cam Parker.
Just around defenders, especially jumping, thinking he's about to take that shot, just wrapping it around and finding an open Islander for the easy 2.
SFA scores the last 93 seconds of the ball game. Thompson fouled. This Giwa, I don't know if he fouled to get a break or fouled to catch his breath a moment, but nonetheless, a couple subs here for the Islanders. DeMary and Dennis back in.
I mean, Giwa, he's done a great job of just getting steals off of that, showing and tapping the ball away, especially off those ball screens.
Thompson got loose off the inbounds, but the backside contest was there. Back in a hurry comes Deese, who then loses it and gives it right back to Stephen F. Austin. But wow, that happened quickly.
Yeah, just lost it off the dribble, and that's a tough opportunity, especially you had an opportunity in transition to convert.
Both teams have 9 turnovers in this ball game. Heyman on the left. Antwi-Boasiako now to a cutting Pangonis in the paint. Arms all over him. Pangonis goes up and will have 2 free throws headed his way.
And Pangonis, over these past few games, he's done a great job of just cutting to the basket and having opportunities at the rim like that and getting to the free throw line. And I think him having opportunities at the rim help him with having that confidence behind the arc to be able to knock down those outside shots. I think that's just this team in general. When they're able to get downhill and get those easy opportunities, it opens up their outside shots.
Pangonis' first free throw is good. Pangonis now with 11 points. Darren Osilia back in. If you can get offensive production from Celia and from Antwi-Boasiako, and they can just rotate in and out.
That's a plus.
That really is. It's a ton of length and athleticism on the court. Pangonis' second free throw won't fall. 9-point game. Islanders outside. Dennis to Williams. Now down low. Dennis with it again. Getting to the paint, trying to stop with that right foot. Blocked by Pangonis. Ball loose. Dennis falling out of bounds. Tipped last by Keith Lamar. That was an excellent effort from DeMary and Dennis, but SFA really did all they could do defensively down there to just couldn't get the ball at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. Going in there with the trees, the Lumberjacks just tough to get a shot off against those guys, especially in the paint.
A lob going up inside Shiloh Jackson and a shot clock violation. Good defensive awareness. CG, you're always ready for it here.
Showing the quick hands. right there, but just a great defensive possession for the Lumberjacks on that one. Just stand between the offensive player and the rim and contesting the shots.
Thompson will finally get it above, and Celia kind of a man right in the middle of everything. Heyman, left side, Lamar. Oh, Lamar watches that one back. He's going to pull that shot at 99 times out of 100. He just hesitated for a moment, but as a shooter, once you hesitate, you can't go back and recommit. Yeah,
it's over. You got to reset yourself. You don't have time to reset yourself, especially with the athletes on the floor.
Williams, top of the key. On the attack, Clark stopping, popping, no good though. Lamar now will set up the break to his right. Pangonis, the pass goes at his ankles. Lamar open, he'll pull, won't hesitate this time.
Oh, and knocks
left corner
down.
Three, good, Keith Lamar.
And I tell you what, Keith Lamar, when he heats up, he can go on a streak of knocking down some outside shots, but he has to be able to catch that in rhythm like he did there and execute and knock it down.
Back to double-digit lead for SFA. A lob anticipated well by Lamar, comes up with the steal.
Great help defense.
He saw that one from his man was in the opposite corner.
Yeah, he read that one the whole way.
Heyman crossing over, stopping now out to Thompson. He'll pull the three. Wow, that's good for Keon Thompson.
A guy that needed a bucket to get into the scoring column for these Jacks, especially here in the second half.
Three ball coming up, missing. Jacks making a run here, up by 15.
Great extra pass.
Thompson again, no, short. As the Islanders will reset again. 7 of 16 to the Lumberjacks from outside. Mid-range fader, wow.
Wow, what a shot there.
All the help in the world there for Jordan Roberts. He's doing something right.
Absolutely attacking it and shooting a fall-away shot a bit and be able to rattle it home.
That's not an easy shot at all.
Not at all.
Heyman, he's pressured up tight by Roberts. Now attacks off the inside. In there with the left hand. The first try, no good. The second is.
Just ball on a string for Heyman, getting to the rim.
We have a timeout happening here on the court. Score 57-42. We'll be back in a moment right here on ESPN Plus.
The Octagon has returned to the land down under. Drake is Duplessis.
He's as good as anybody in the world.
Sean Strickland.
It's about as difficult a matchup the champion could face.
Sean Wei Lee.
She's a special athlete.
Tatiana Suarez.
Who's about to ride? For the love of football, derbies, ultras, and Humba, and every match on ESPN Plus. For the love of Bundesliga, exclusively on ESPN Plus.
Four Nations Face Off begins Thursday on ESPN and ABC.
Drake is Duplessis.
He is as good as anybody in the world.
Sean Strickland.
It's about as difficult a matchup the champion could face. NHL on ESPN Plus is back. Enjoy 1,000+ out-of-market games and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus. This is an ESPN Sonic blockbuster.
This is star power from the jump. The best of college basketball every Saturday on ESPN.
Four nations facing off.
For what? For friend.
And foe.
For teammates.
Turned rivals.
For the frozen ponds of Sweden.
And Scottsdale.
For still believing in miracles.
Leonardo.
40 kronor.
For the Maple Leafs.
For the entire world to see.
4 nations facing off.
Welcome back here, 57-42, 11:08 to go in the ball game, and a 15-point lead for Stephen F. Austin over the Islanders of Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Chris Simmons, Courtney Garcia, going to be a fun finish to this one, I have to imagine. As SFA jumps into a little half-court trap here out of the break. Williams to the left now with Parker. It's a zone look for the Lumberjacks. Over on the far right, Dees driving baseline, skipping in to Giwa. One up with the left hand, no good. Pangonis there off the tip from Celia.
And I like that switch to zone, especially with the Icelanders not shooting the ball well from the outside in this ball game, especially in the second half.
Pangonis trying to flip one up to the basket. Celia there to clean it up, but can't get it to go in. His putback no good. The Islanders come back now. Floater, Celia's reach still proving to be too much. Thompson right in front of the rim, just couldn't get it to go. Heyman, though, wide open. The whole bench was up before he shot it. The whole bench was up before that one left his hand, and Heyman knocking down the three.
Just second chance opportunities. When you give these Lumberjacks a second chance on offense, I mean, they do a great job of capitalizing like Matt Heyman did right there on the open three.
That's Heyman's first three of the night. He now has 9 points. Clark a little banged up over here on the corner as a foul called against Stephen F. Austin.
And that's not good for the Islanders because he's been a big time on the offensive side.
I mean, yeah, he's an absolute beast. He's just trying to stay in, though, here. Keith Lamar picks up the foul, going for the board. It's an 18-point lead for SFA. Just a couple points away from their, season average in points per game, and you still got 9:49 to go. Well, Courtney, I mean, you ask what the difference is. Well, they are making shots, but it does seem like the shots they're getting are easier now than what they had been.
Right, and I mean, I think the story of this game is just who's been able to get the defensive stops. Who's ever been able to get those defensive stops have gone on runs on offense.
Off the dribble, the Islanders attacking. Roberts inside and fouled. Might have been a travel, but may have happened afterwards.
Great job by Roberts, kind of keeping his composure right there. And as you see here, driving baseline, going straight into the chest of Lamar and staying calm and trying to get a shot up, especially in getting the foul call and going to the free throw line.
Celia picks up his second. Celia's presence being felt really strong defensively here in this one. First free throw is good. Jaden Walker at the line. Krishan Christmas in the game for Keith Lamar. Walker makes the free throw. Would have been a lane violation one way or another. He was going to take another shot, but went ahead and took care of it there. Heyman trying to get on the left side, finding Christmas. Hesitates and now drives. Off the glass, no good. The putback, no good. 3-on-2 break for the Islanders. As Torbor able to recover. Celia. Man, having to hold his own, and Giwa able just to go toe for toe with Tierno Celia and finish.
And just bumping Celia off his mark and off his spot, and just, man, an easy bucket. All strength right there.
Thompson looking to feed Celia inside. He has to go up. Hands all over. He's fouled.
Great catch there by Celia, especially with the hands in that cookie jar. But great catch and keeping his composure there and moving the ball around and getting a shot up on the rim.
Tierno Celia at the line for two. 65% shooter makes that one. It's his first point of the night. The score for the Lumberjacks in this one. Nana Antwi-Boasiako, followed by Dominic Pangonis, two guys that were the 6th and 7th men off the bench this evening.
Still in that 1-3-1.
Pull-up jumper, mid-range, 15-footer, good. That's Cam Parker.
Great job. That's how you attack the 1-3-1. You want to get in those corners, and great one-dribble pull-up baseline by Parker.
Heyman to Pangonis, now Celia. Short baseline jumper for him is no good off the face-up. 8:11 to go. Leo Torbor. Over to it, trying to make a pass to his right. It was momentarily deflected, but then recovered by the Islanders. Great help on the backside by Christmas, and
great help defense.
Islanders do touch it last, according to the officials. Keenan Emmanuel coming in now for Keon Thompson. Thompson a little banged up a bit. Keenan Emmanuel came in earlier in the first half, the freshman guard.
Gave
a
good
couple
minutes.
Points. Yeah, good minutes, high quality minutes. Full court pressure coming here for the Islanders. Celia stripped on his way to the basket. Another turnover here for Stephen F. Austin. Parker all the way, he's fouled. And when we come back from the break, he'll be shooting two. The score, 62-47, a 15-point lead for Stephen F. Austin trying to close it out here at home. We'll be back in a moment on ESPN+.
The Octagon has returned to the land down under. Drake is Duplessis.
He's as good as anybody in the world.
Sean Strickland.
It's about as difficult a matchup the champion could face.
Sean Wei Lee.
She's a special athlete.
Tatiana Suarez.
Who's about to ride? For the love of football, derbies, ultras, and Humba. And every match on ESPN+.
Nothing like in the Bundesliga.
For the love of Bundesliga, exclusively on ESPN+.
Four Nations Face Off begins Thursday on ESPN and ABC.
Drake is Duplessis.
He is as good as anybody in the world.
Sean Strickland.
It's about as difficult a matchup the champion could face. NHL on ESPN Plus is back. Enjoy 1,000+ out-of-market games and so much more. That's hockey on ESPN Plus.
This is an ESPN Sonic blockbuster.
This is star power from the jump. The best of college basketball every Saturday on ESPN.
Four nations facing off.
For what?
For friend.
And foe.
Four teammates. Turned rivals.
For the frozen ponds of Sweden.
And Scottsdale.
For still believing in miracles.
Leonardo. 40 kronor.
For the Maple Leafs.
For the entire world to see.
Four nations facing off.
Boys in a better life.
Welcome back here, 7:46. Our friend Neil at half court. The half court magic for SFA continues to be around a student here. You see the back shot of it. Second shot to win $200 cash in the student section. Absolutely loving the purple haze here. Our score here in this one, 62-47. Neil is going home a little bit extra cash in his pocket here. Is extra free throw or two free throws coming now for Cam Parker.
Hey, it's always a plus when you can put some cash in your pocket.
No, you kidding, man.
I mean, you had a men's program, a women's program, and now a student hitting a half-court shot.
Now listen, to be fair, Neil's shot was the closest of all the half-court heaves that were made. Heyman's was from deep. Trisolo was from the opposite three-point line.
Yeah, no doubt.
The 13-point game. Antwi-Boasiako working with Christmas. Thompson will get a high pick and roll with Antwi-Boasiako. Kicks over to his left. Christmas now Pangonis. The 3 ball. Took a spun around the rim. Decided not to go in. Strong take again. Cam Parker's doing a really good job early on of just attacking the basket, Courtney.
Yeah, absolutely. Using his speed, especially in transition, and just going straight at the chest of the defenders and just put him in a bad situation. You see it right here, using his speed, putting Thompson in a bad position where if you try to contest it, it's going to be a good chance that a foul is going to be called like that.
And that's what happened right there. Keon Thompson back in the game for the Lumberjacks. First free throw here from Cam Parker will fall.
This is a good way for A&M Corp Chris to chip their way back into this game. It's prolong it as long as possible, getting to that free throw line and extending the game.
Stopping the clock, scoring while you're doing so. Parker now has 5 points. Make it 6. Antwi-Boasiako off the inbounds, looking to Christmas. Thompson crossing over from left to right. Now has a little bit of an alley, spinning in the paint, losing it. Can he get it back? Ball still loose. A tie ball, possession arrow in favor of Stephen F. Austin.
Just nobody had control. I mean, you can't call anything right there other than a jump ball because Thompson, he kind of lost control of the ball and trying to get it back. And so, got the jump ball call there.
SFA out shooting the Islanders from outside. 8 of 19 are the Lumberjacks. 2 of 13
Great
Texas
inbounds
A&M
play
Corpus
there.
Christi. Matt Heyman able to finish inside.
It's always a plus where you can steal a basket off of an inbound from under the basket.
There's Clark off of his leg, out of bounds. A turnover there. 13 turnovers now for the Islanders.
And just putting pressure.
Lots of it.
They do a lot of that, especially off the catch. If they catch you in the corner, they're going to trap you real quick and put pressure on you to make a quick decision. And Clark just losing the ball on that one.
Maybe it's shaking up a little bit injury-wise here, too. Getting 10-2 over on the bench.
Yeah, you can tell he's in pain, and he's trying to play through it, but, man, it's just that those lingering pains can be brutal, especially in the game of basketball.
Thompson and Christmas. Now Antwi-Boasiako, who's been on fire from outside. Look at the pressure and the trap coming up here with the Islanders, really trying to force SFA away from the basket. Heyman, top of the key. Antwi-Boasiako, the 3 ball for him, won't go.
Great rebound.
Antwi-Boasiako now 4 of 6 from outside, but another turnover gives it right back to SFA.
And that's Heyman. That long reach and just a knack for getting steals and tipping that one away. What a move there.
Pangonis, wow, what a show he's putting on here tonight, too. 13 points for him.
Spinning off the defender and using his strength to finish at the rim.
3 ball, no good. A second chance, though, here. After a long volleyball tip out. Parker, his 3, no good. Thompson gathers it up. Now SFA with 5:38 to go, you can afford to take your time here.
And they have really struggled from behind the arc, and I think that's kind of hindered them a bit, especially in trying to chip away at this lead. They have not been able to knock down their outside shots, the Icelanders.
Christmas going up, missing it short. Antwi-Boasiako then fouled. Foul called on Stephen Gee.
And now not just in the right place at the right time. And, I mean, he's one of the best rebounders in the conference and on this Lumberjack squad in the right place. Both defenders going over to contest Christmas. And
Giwa got that arm. It slapped right across. So Antwi-Boasiako will have a chance at the line here. He's got 16 points so far. First free throw is good. Back in is Shiloh Jackson of the Islanders.
I think this has been a plus for the Lumberjacks. They've done a great job. I mean, probably going to jinx it, but they've done a great job in the game so far, shooting 78.6% from the free throw line. Just shooting better from the free throw line is helping this offense out a lot.
Nana makes both. The broadcasting curse didn't actually come into play on that one, surprisingly. It feels like most of the year it has, but for both teams, no matter who we mention it on. That's a 12 of 15 at the line and shooting well from outside,
Great
too.
cut, but man.
Christmas going up for the block on that dunk attempt, but he picks up a foul. Jaden Walker has been just skying to the basket. He's been super aggressive every chance he gets.
Yeah, he has some springs under those shoes, especially, man, just losing his footing, but able to make that bounce
pass.
Yeah. That's a new term you just made up.
A slip and slide bounce pass. That's all. Remember back in the backyard, back in the day? Never was playing basketball while doing so. It's just a combination of both.
Not.
I was too clumsy for that. Walker makes the first free throw. (68-53).
Great attack, just not able to finish for Thompson.
Foul defensively, Heyman getting the board.
Man, just Walker and Thompson exchanging great jobs to the rim, just getting to the rim, but just not able to finish on both of them, as you see right there. But just a great contest by Nana as well, trying to alter that shot.
Jackson. So Heyman at the line. SFA, both teams actually be shooting here on every foul going forward. Heyman can't convert, but an offensive board off the free throw for Christmas. 3-ball Thompson, good. Keon Thompson knocking it down.
Man, those second chance 3 balls have really hurt the Islanders in this ball game, especially great job by Christmas getting that rebound and throwing it out to Thompson for the open 3.
Backdoor look, Dennis layup will fall.
Just a great find and finish and great movement without the ball by Dennis.
So here's Heyman. Now Thompson off the tack, he loses it. Islanders in a hurry. Williams contested all over Thompson and Christmas. I think Thompson's going to pick up the foul. And we've got a break happen. 71-55. We'll be right back here from William R. Johnson. 2 free throws coming up for the Islanders in a moment right here on ESPN+.
Thanks for getting these sub bowls. Of course, no problem, big bro. Let's eat.
Danny DeVito? What did you do with our uncle?
Well, that doesn't matter. This is a commercial for Jersey Mike's. What matters most are these sub bowls.
Wait, has Danny DeVito been my brother my whole life?
I guess so. Don't tell Mom. Your favorite sub, hot or cold in a bowl. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
In my Louisiana, sunrise means fresh seafood on the table.
In my Louisiana, every meal is a celebration.
My Louisiana really makes me wonder.
Ours is fast!
With real-life swamp creatures!
In my Louisiana, music is a way of life.
My Louisiana is sheer magic, from sun up to sundown.
Till sun up again. What will your Louisiana be?
When you find your Louisiana, you feed your soul.
3:56 to go in the ball game. 71-55. Chris Simmons, Courtney Garcia on the call with you this afternoon, this early evening now. Well, Stephen F. Austin really has just came out to play, Courtney, and seeing what they're doing and how they're doing it. It's been impressive. They have not shot the ball like this all year. Right now, shooting 44% from the field, 9 of 21 from outside, and 12 of 16 at the line. A trifecta there for the Lumberjacks.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think a big thing is that I'm seeing, especially from the stats, when it comes to stats, is Stephen F. Austin has 22 points off of turnovers.
Yeah.
And that's been key for them, especially that defense leading to offense for them, especially against an efficient ball club in the Islanders.
First free throw good. Second is also good for Isaac Williams. The lead now 14 for the Lumberjacks. And off the made free throw, they're going to sub out Cam Parker. Owen Deese will take a seat. So Christmas off the inbounds to Heyman. Puts through a trap and then foul from the backside. And Heyman will have to go to the line. This game going to be won or lost at the free throw line going forward.
Yeah.
Both teams so far really shot the ball well.
Yeah, absolutely, especially from the free throw line, like you said. As you see here, the trap by the Islanders, but just a few, those reaching, having high hands, but that one reach caused a foul right there.
But right now, honestly, if you're the Islanders, you're playing the long game here with 3:53 to go because you're okay with the clock being stopped, and you're hoping that, SFA in the game they've been solid. During the season, though, their numbers, only 60% at the line.
Right.
So they're going to have to earn every point they get, and regardless if it's make or miss, the clock gets stopped and you can get the ball out quickly and try to come back in a hurry.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, but like you said, Stephen F. Austin is not great over the season, but over the past few games, they've done a great job of knocking down shots from the free throw line, especially late in ball games.
The 16-point game. And there's not a team, I think, that would know better than SFA, too, of how quickly you can come back. Ball loose on the ground. Giwa coming up with it, making an outlet pass. 3-ball from the right wing, no good for Walker. Thompson, the smallest man on the court, able to come up with one of the bigger rebounds here. Stephen F. Austin in that game, against New Orleans, got, Sports Center stuff and everything else, and Van Pelt got to talk about it. But, well, it was, they were down 11 with 2:06 to go, a double-digit deficit, and able to come back with that. So there's still plenty of time for Texas A&M Corpus Christi here as Christmas is fouled. Going to the basket there.
And again, Thompson just navigating, getting into that paint, getting a paint touch, and just a great cut to the basket from the baseline by Christmas.
Christmas going to the line. He's 1 of 2 tonight. Actually only 1 of 7 from the field. 3 total points. Now make it 4 as he makes free throws here right at the right time. Both teams in double bonus throughout. Christmas missing the second. 17-point game. Attacking to the right, layup off the glass and in for Jaden Walker. And now picked up on Thompson, his third.
Great job by Walker, swinging the ball over and getting the ball back and shifting that defense and having a driving lane right there. And great job by him being decisive and attacking the basket and having a chance for the three-point play.
2 leading scorers for each team are both the big men. Antwi-Boasiako for SFA and Gary Clark for Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Both have 18. Here's Heyman up the court. Heyman trapped, finding Thompson to his right. Thompson gets the space and letting the shot clock work down. They're fine with it. Heyman now attacks the baseline, step back, air ball. Shot clock violation.
just a tough situation right there.
But at the end of the day, too, you just took 30 seconds off the clock.
Right,
You're
absolutely.
able to take the whole thing down, and you're trying to limit possessions and opportunities here for the opposing team.
I mean, and it's pretty ironic that you mentioned Nana and Gary Clark. I mean, both those guys were the top scorers in this first matchup against both of these two teams. So both those guys being consistent in both ball games between these two clubs.
And Christmas picks up the foul there. It's going for the rebound. The hustle foul, but a foul nonetheless. Sends Isaac Williams back to the line for 2 more. Williams 8 points. You see, they're just going, trying to track that board down as Krishan. I do think we hear Christmas carols being sung right now in February. You just never know, man.
Just doing anything to throw off these free throw shooters.
Williams, he goes 0 for 2. I mean, Jingle Bells work next time. We'll see what happens on the next free throw opportunity. Thompson. Trapped off the screen, works it in the corner. Heyman now. Shot clock down to 7. Jenkins will drive baseline. Inside the dish, and then Antwi-Boasiako is fouled.
Just a Heyman to Jenkins in the left corner, and just great job by Jenkins attacking that closeout, getting a jab step, attacking that closeout, and dumping it off to Nana for that opportunity. And you see the clear foul right there, reaching in.
Yeah, at first there was contact on the ball, and then Giwa came follow through on the arm. Antwi-Boasiako now. He has 2. Five of 5 at the free throw line for 19 points. Second good as well. What a night he's having.
Yeah, he's had a heck of a night for the Lumberjacks.
Walker to Giwa. He's a really good distributor as a big man down there. Dennis has his layup blocked. Walker.
Great
again.
attack there.
He's one of the more impressive players I think that I've got to see just with his aggressiveness trying to get to the basket.
Absolutely, and he does a great job of moving that basketball away from the shot blocker, especially in the air, especially one like Nana who just got a block just a minute ago.
Ball tipped out of bounds by Isaac Williams. Islanders will sub in Leo Torbor. 1:27 to go here in the ball game.
And you see the Islanders being very active, trying to get a steal, but eventually they're probably going to start fouling or continuing that pressure defense.
Shiloh Jackson also in now for Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Thompson gets the inbounds pass. 20 on the shot clock. Thompson trying to turn the corner. Does so on the block. Stripped. Antwi-Boasiako thought he had Christmas, instead throws it away. Basically setting up their fast break. Good contest by Heyman as Demarion Dennis goes up and is fouled. Now 1:08 to go here in the ball game. You saw Heyman timing it up and got him on the arm up top. Lower body was clear out of it, but first free throw, Demarion Dennis, good. Second good as well. Antwi-Boasiako To Christmas, now Thompson. Thompson over to his left to Jenkins. Going up and in!
Man.
Jenkins cleared for takeoff.
Throwing it down over the defender for Jenkins.
Home fans loving that here. 14-point lead, 3-ball coming. Left it short. Thompson able to get up there with the best of them and gather the board. Thompson will hold it up top. 13 points for Thompson, 7 rebounds. Actually, the leading rebounder for SFA tonight.
Yeah, he's one of the best smaller guards that gets up, like you said, and rebounds with the best of them.
Looking back door, trying to find Christmas. It was deflected. Christmas trying to save it, but he does slide with it, dive with it out of bounds. 17.2. A&M Corpus Christi travels to Lamar next, and they'll play host to Incarnate Word and Houston Christian. Stephen F. Austin will be right back here on Monday for an absolutely pivotal game against UTRGV.
Yeah, they're going to have to continue to ride this momentum that they have right now into that ball game. That's a big ball game on Monday night.
Well, if you're a Lumberjack, this is a big deal. This win right here that you just got is a very big deal in helping your chances to be able to make it to the Southland Conference tournament. Now, you've helped yourself out. You got to bring it on Monday as well. 3-ball coming. One more time, no good. Ball loose. Final score 78-64. Stephen F. Austin coming up with, I dare to say, the most impressive home win of the season for the Lumberjacks this year, going against the number 4 seed in the conference, Texas A&M.